Esther, please let me ask you. Does the Fulanis need the whole Nigeria to graze their cow?
I don't know.
This is an issue that, each time I say it, look as if maybe you are being too personal. I don't understand. Do they need the whole Nigeria? Look at how vast Nigeria is. Do they need even if they want to, can't they buy their own space and pay for it instead of disturbing farmers? Look at the selfish attitude. Your cow and human being, which one is more important? Esther, when things begin to happen like this, and you don't address it, it will become a culture with time. That cows are now more important in Nigeria than human beings. Before long now, this thing will psychologically enter into our psyche, and you see everybody acting along that line. We will now believe that the cows are more important than human beings, and it will become our culture and tradition. No thanks to the Fulanis. It's very, very wrong. You said you should not be generalizing against the Fulanis, but their leaders, the educated ones among them, what are they doing? Have you heard or seen them frowning at what their men are doing? When Buhari was alive, did you hear him throughout his presidency challenging his kinsmen for what they are doing? Was there any time Buhari came out to tell them to stop? I mean, reprimand them in a very harsh word to tell them that this is not our culture. You can see. That is why people now believe that, yes, this is the culture of the Fulanis, whether the educated ones or not. Because the educated ones who claim to be more enlightened, they are not even doing anything. They will hear this and they think it is nothing. It doesn't matter. As long as their men are their men or their people are the persons killing other people, it doesn't matter. It is normal. But when they manage to kill one of them, it becomes an issue. This is not how Nigeria will continue, for God's sake. This is not how Nigeria will grow. This is not how we are going to be united. I don't know how to address this issue. If you check how many times these sellers have attacked villagers, in fact, it's uncountable. People have lost count all over Nigeria. They just wake up and attack an entire village and wipe them out because of cow. It's very, very sad. Since Buhari era till now, we have been hearing of ranches. Ranches, yes, no ranch. Tinubu came out and said he has even created a ministry. Since how many years now? Yeah, we didn't see ministry, we didn't see ranch, we didn't see any development there. So at what point is this thing going to stop, for God's sake?
But Barrister, when these things happen, why are the governors of the state quiet?
Esther,
there's a recent upsurge as well in insecurity in Enugu State. In fact, let me even address that of Chukwuma Soludo. Chukwuma Soludo recently said, I think in a town hall meeting in the US or so, that it is the people of the land that are causing insecurity. And a lot of the community members are saying they have been victims of these terrorist attacks from these individuals. That Chukwuma has literally made it seem as if there is no Fulani terrorist attack going on by coming out to say such a statement. And people have to believe him because he's the chief security officer of his state. So obviously they have direct contacts based on whatever it is they've done their investigations. So are we saying that those that call out those Fulani terrorists in their are they lying?
They cannot be lying. Whatever any governor is saying is all about political interest. Political interest
to the detriment of your people. Yes. I'm not saying that the community members are not involved, but I'm saying that you have literally those who have been victims of this attack and say that they witnessed what happened about these terrorists. They know who they are, the language they spoke and everything. You've adulterated the authenticity of their reports and made it seem as if, whatever testimony they gave or incident report they gave, you've discountenanced it, that there is nothing authentic about it. That maybe they're just trying to heat up the polity. And if the governor is saying that, is that why you have a Peter Mba of Enugu State quiet? Is that why Imo State Governor Hope Uzodimma is quiet? In communities in Imo State are completely deserted, and that's why you have a lot of your young persons migrating to other cities where they can go about their means of livelihood and also feel safe. And these people, when they migrate, you still have some of these host communities saying, you people are coming to our community so much. So what should we do now? A situation where human lives don't matter, Barrister Darlington.
In fact,
no empathy.
In fact,
bloodthirst. It's demonic. It's Beelzebub. So what is going on? I need to understand. What is the issue? Why don't they call out these things? What kind of politics is being operated on that evil is being done? Nobody calls it out.
That is, when evil have taken over the land, this is what you see. Any environment that Satan has taken over, Satan and his agents have taken over. Go and check. You see this type of thing. Because up to today, nobody can explain why the government is keeping quiet. Nobody. Meanwhile, when they want to embarrass themselves, they will come out and say, we are fighting insecurity. We are fighting insecurity. We are fighting. We are trying. You ask them, how are you trying? For 15 years, you are trying to solve a problem and you have not. And you say you are trying. But when it comes to politics, they won't waste time to solve it. They won't waste time. So it's all about those that are in the helm of affairs. You now know what they are trying to do or what they are trying to bring to Nigeria. Because maybe they believe that when this insecurity happens, they can survive in their political career. Some people are making money out of these things, whether you like it or not. So maybe there is a blood sacrifice going on somewhere. Because it is inexplicable that you have a government that's supposed to protect life and property, watching with open eyes while the people are being slaughtered. No explanation, nothing. And the people that are doing this are well known to the government. They are well known. Up to nobody have come to say this is actually what is going on. Initially, they told us it's all about land. They don't have anywhere to graze. That the Sahel region has been drying up, this and that. But we witnessed states like Niger and Kano told the Fulanis and their cattle, come, we have all the land you need. We have everything. We can provide it for you. Come. Whatever amount of land you want, we have it. Especially Niger State. I've said this repeatedly. Niger State alone is the size of the entire Southwest. So, which cattle do you want to rear that you not have space there? They can even give you over 4,000 square kilometers for you to use, both for living and for rearing your cattle. At least let us see. This is Fulani colony. Let them do whatever they want there and stop encroaching in people's land. Esther, they refuse. They refuse. That will tell you that this thing is not about land or grazing route. No. There is something they are looking for. And before they will get that in Esther, there will be war. They want to create war. Whether it will turn to war one day. You see this thing that nobody wants to address. Maybe war will address it. Because I don't see how you continue to keep people in their land that they will continue to keep quiet. It's not possible. It's a question of time before they will react. It's a question of time before they will react. We are saying it now so that people will hear. They have been doing this thing in the north and middle belt. If this thing come to the south here and they continue, it will not happen. No, Esther, quote me. It will not happen. I know the Igbo man. He will allow you to be messing up. The day he will wake up and say enough is enough, bet me it will be enough that day. So let them continue to behave and act as if they own Nigeria. And let the government continue to keep quiet. It will come to a time when government will wake up and solve this problem. And I pray it will not turn to war. Because if you continue to kill people like this, I mean, at what point are they going to say, look, if it is dead, let all of us die today? At what point? Why would the Fulanis need all the land in Nigeria to rear their cattle? Tell me why. Tell me why. Nobody have answered this question. Do they do business more than the Igbos? There is no part of Nigeria where the Igbos are not doing business. But they rent a space, they pay for it. or they buy land and build. You are not doing business more than the Igbos now. Yet you don't hear these skirmishes wherever the Igbos are. They don't dominate. They don't claim any land. But
that seems to be what this administration seems concerned about. People are not being volatile. They're not constituting. They are not killing anybody. They're going about their businesses. It's a different conversation about them all the time. So I don't know what that means.
It is because we have. That's what I'm telling you. You see, Nigerian state. I don't know how this state came about. There is the way Nigerian state behave. Their leaders. They are never proactive. This thing that the Fulanis have been doing, because every time they say don't generalize, who should I now call? No, should I call the Yorubas or the Igbos as the reason for this insecurity all over Nigeria? Is it their making?
I really don't understand what this means.
The government just kept quiet. Allow these people to be behaving anyhow. I said they are leaders because when you say I will generalize, it is all of them because it is their leader that bought these guns for them. The real Fulani Katoriara doesn't know anything about gun. Somebody bought this gun for them to be doing what they are doing. Yes, they were not like this before. They were never like this. So it is their leaders. I'm calling all of them out. Let us call a spade here. Unfortunately, the other group that they are dealing with, they don't even know what is happening to their life. Both the Southwest, so Southeast and South. Are they not supposed to come together to protect themselves? Meanwhile, they are fighting themselves. Esther, they are fighting themselves. Why people that came from nowhere, and entered Nigeria are killing them? The people they are killing, instead of them to come together and say, we have a common enemy here, let us fight them.
Barrister, is it the lack of education? They say there is a major disconnect when it comes to education, proper standard of living, between the North and the South. It's almost like the North is deliberately kept in such a way that when it comes to academic pursuits or the need to academically enhance them, that will is not there by the leaders. They possibly focus on Arabic school, but other aspects that create a sense of civilization and also instills empathy is lacking. Another thing is that poverty is also another means that makes these individuals get into things like this. And when some of these persons are apprehended, Barrister Darlington, they're young boys of 16, 17, 20, 19, at most 25, 30, but they're very young. And those who are controlling these people are elderly persons, top of their elders in their various communities where they reside. Young boys who shouldn't be involved in vices as this already understand and go about bloodshedding. There's no form of immersion when they carry out this heinous act. The one of Plateau State very recently, women and babies were the culprits. They were the victims rather of the mayhem and the onslaught. Women and babies, it was such a gory sight. So my question is that there is usually intelligence report whenever these things happen. One of the youth leaders in the community where this mayhem occurred in Plateau State, his name is Solomon Daliop. I interviewed him earlier today. Choma did as well, and he had quite a lot to say. Men wearing military fatigue attacked them. That is why I said I'm waiting for the military to say something to that. That's not the only thing. He was asked what happened, what was the reason that these individuals came to attack you guys in your community, killed persons, just killed. What exactly is this, a revenge mission? And he says in Plateau State, more than 40 communities have been taken over by these individuals. Most of the youth who decide to defend themselves have been killed in the process. There are no proper weapons to fight these guys.
Did you even hear?
So how do they continue to do what they're doing and nobody is calling them to order? It's almost like they know nothing will happen.
Exactly. It is this impunity and arrogance that are even. In fact, that one is more annoying. Impunity and arrogance that you come from nowhere and then dominate a place that is not your own. Take over the land because you have the backing of government. Because if government is not backing you, they would have asked you to go back where you're coming from. But the government kept quiet. One of them was boasting that nobody will chase them out of Plateau.
They have leaders. Why don't their leaders come out to actually put a disclaimer or call them out? I have never heard any of the leaders come out to say,
they will not
please
talk.
stop this.
They
This is
will
wrong.
not.
They
will
quiet.
not. Yes.
But when the Uromi killings happened, I never knew we had northern influencers in this country. I never knew we had so many northern influencers who could come out to speak. And the next thing you hear is the North will remember. The North will remember. I remember during the and bad governance protest, that a lot of those children who were flouting the
Russian flag,
the Russian flags, and they were brought to court. I saw how all of them came out. They came out on social media, calling out the government. And I saw the swift reaction of the government of the day. It was like they were afraid of them. When it comes to these guys, they're always afraid of them. Why are they afraid of them?
In fact, that's what I
even
said.
On social media, these individuals, the influencers of this government, the supporters of this government, they will call them out.
Yeah, exactly. They don't talk.
Instead, they try to merge their heads together with another ethnic extraction.
Exactly.
Why? Over redundant issues. These people commit these things. Their leaders are not called out. Their traditional leaders are not called out. Their religious leaders are not called out to say, please, can you call your guys to order? If you do not want this country to be one, maybe find your own way.
That is why I get angry with some of these people. I keep asking you.
No, but we can no longer cover up these things.
No,
it's bad. It's terrible.
I was expecting somebody like Bayo Nonoga to talk.
They never come out to address these things. None of them come out to address it.
They don't
Nobody.
Talk. Nobody. They don't talk.
So why are they afraid? That's my question. What is the fear?
I wonder.
You are afraid of one ethnic group over the other.
Others, yes.
Doesn't Nigeria belong to everybody?
No.
Is that not what is in the constitution?
No, don't leave them. I said if you
no,
get to a head.
we cannot leave anything. Our population is deteriorating. People are dying needlessly. People are dying needlessly.
And go and check. It is mostly against Christians. Mostly against Christians. Bayo Nonoga, he is the spokesperson of the government. He can't talk. He can't talk. Rather, they will be attacking the wrong persons all over the place. The worst thing you can do to a man is to kill him. That means the destiny is gone.